What's up, people? I am back for another video. Today we are doing we're on Screenrant Is Gay part 21. So we're basically almost a full season, essentially. Um, man, this article is just so stupid. I mean, just read the title. I want a Jurassic and Halloween crossover after Jurassic World's funny connection, which isn't a connection at all. Literally, if you look at it, it's because a guy's name is Loomis. I think one of the characters, Henry Loomis. The Jurassic one they're talking about is the new one that's coming out next year. Jurassic World Rebirth, which is a terrible title, which I might do a video on that as like a solo video at some point. I gotta probably wait till we get more information because I don't really know besides the name. You know, Scarlett Johansson's gonna be in it, and Mahershala Ali is gonna be in it. So aside from that, we don't know shit. But I don't. Literally, because the guy's name is Loomis, they're trying to say it provides a connection because of Sam Loomis, that's a reach. Because literally, just because his last name is Loomis, so is Billy Loomis from Scream related to Dr. Loomis now? No. They're not connected, and if anything, there would be at least somewhat more argument, because at least Scream's a horror movie. The fact that there's even a section they said a Jurassic and Halloween crossover movie is actually possible, because their argument is because they're both technically owned by Universal. Because Universal owns Blumhouse, which makes no sense. How would it work? What the fuck? They're saying it would be like Freddy versus Jason. I guess Michael fighting. Then they're saying it's unlikely. And then they make an argument for why. God, Screen Rant. You guys amaze me with your level of clickbait. You just want it. Yeah. I don't understand why there's a million reasons why this wouldn't work. For one, they're two different tones. Halloween is a horror I'm going to say it, for adults. They're not for kids. Jurassic Park, even like Lost World, for example, that's probably the darkest one, I would say, of all the films. Even then, there's still that element for kids because kids like dinosaurs. So, of course, and Jurassic Park's always had more of a PG-13 kind of tone. Why the fuck would what would even be the crossover? You want to see Michael fighting dinosaurs? I don't. That would just be kind of cringe to me. That just wouldn't fit. And Halloween is more of a slower paced film where it's more about obviously building up the tension and the atmosphere. I don't think you can't have that with a Jurassic film. Jurassic films do have an atmosphere, but it's not the same. It would. Here's the thing. I love both of these franchises, but it just would not work. I can see how they would do it. What would even be the story? Somehow, I guess, because Jurassic World after Dominion, I guess, because the dinosaurs are in the mainland. I guess you could have some dinosaurs in Haddonfield, but that would look stupid. The one thing that makes Haddonfield so great in the Halloween films is how small town it is, and realistic, especially those first few Halloweens, like first two for me. I mean, even 4. Those films really showed you this is a small town. Dinosaurs wouldn't fit there, and it just wouldn't work. Because now, what would you do? Are you gonna you'd have to lean into it being R. You can't do Michael Myers PG-13. You would literally have to cut away from the kills, and It would, even Screen Rant explains this, that oh my god, okay, one of the scenarios they wrote down is that the characters who survived, I guess, from the Jurassic, which that's not what this film. You already see what the plot's going to be. Apparently, no Chris Pratt, no. I don't think Bryce Dallas Howard comes back. So, as far as I could see, anyway, I don't see what are you talking about? Shelter, and they would go. Why would they move to Haddonfield? Of all, so, what the fuck? It just makes no sense. Why the fuck would they move to Haddonfield? And they said it would be unlikely because argument, they even said my argument. Halloween's R-rated. Jurassic films are PG-13. And also, Jurassic World is a big butt, like, they explain. So why the fuck would you... Okay, make this article for no reason anyway. That they already explained, like, the big budgets, and also you would have to cut off, you would need that money back because Jurassic films do require a larger budget. So this film would flop because if you make it R-rated, only adults would see it. And it's not going to be like Deadpool, where Deadpool at least is tied to a comic book, and you have that, like the legacy characters that are in there, like Blade, and I don't know if I want to call Elektra a legacy character, but like some of the characters you grew up with in Fox, Fantastic Four, Chris Evans, like, and you have obviously Hugh Jackman, the big one. So it makes sense why that would make money. This would make money. And it's just two different tones. Doesn't work. I never thought in a million years I'd be talking about a Halloween and Jurassic Park crossover. Because that's never been thought of, because they're literally two different franchises. Halloween's much more, I already explained it a little bit, but I can go into it more. Halloween's a much more slower paced, atmospheric, more about the score and the building the tension. Jurassic Park isn't full on horror. It's about wonder, and yeah, there's terror a little bit. That first Jurassic Park, right? And even obviously Lost World. But I would argue, especially the World movies, they're much more action-y. The World movies, you clearly could tell I've seen people bring this up, and I don't disagree. They're going for that, like, Marvel-y tone, doing jokes all the time, because there were a lot of jokes, especially Dominion. So it's like, that wouldn't fit with Halloween's more tension-filled thing. Even though, like, they wanted to, the fact that whoever wrote this article really wants this, I just don't understand. They really want this to happen for some reason. Like, you realize that the franchises don't go together, right? Jurassic World's a high budget, more like action franchise. It's not horror, especially the newer ones. Like, maybe, but even then, even if it was, let's say, like, the tone like Lost World, I would still say this is a bad idea. Jurassic Park and Halloween are not the same. They're two different franchises. You keep it that way. An argument, the only crossover I think with Halloween that would work is literally if you did it with, like, Michael Myers, if you had crossover Myers with, like, Jason and Freddy. Because at least they're relatively the same tone. They're all slashers. Halloween's probably the scarier of the three. Same with maybe those first few Freddy films, but at least those are horror. They're all horror, and they're all R-rated franchises. So at least there, and Freddy and Jason, as Freddy versus Jason shown, technically exist in the same world. So that makes sense. That's a crossover that makes fucking sense. Even Alien and Predator makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Halloween and Jurassic Park have nothing to do with each other in my mind. They're not even in the same universe. In my mind, I can see Halloween being a movie just within Jurassic Park. Because Jurassic Park, there is an element of, like, it's somewhat in our world, right? Even with Halloween a little bit, but I'd argue more with Jurassic Park. Like, I could see Halloween just being a film within the Jurassic Park world. It doesn't make sense this would exist at the same time. And they don't even have the same tone. It just would, especially the World movie specifically. So this is just an all-around bad idea. Bad article, Screen Rant. I'll say this is, actually, no, this is up there. It was way more retarded. It didn't piss me off necessarily. It's just stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, how would you... Because a character is named Loomis, which that's a common name. So, fucking, yeah, Billy Loomis is related to Dr. Loomis now. Is that what we're gonna do? Billy Loomis from Scream, they're related. Fuck it, because they're both named Loomis. Right? Now write an article about how there could be a Scream and Halloween crossover. But actually, you know what? I actually can see more of an argument for that one, even though it would be kind of a hard sell because it's been shown that Halloween's a movie within the Scream world. But I can at least see more of an argument for that because they're both R-rated horror, at least. So I'd actually see more of an argument for that one than fucking this one. So this one I wasn't gonna really be long because I mean, there's not a lot to say. This was just stupid. So I will say that I'm happy that Screenrant is pulling out some stupidity I could actually cover again because I'm gonna be real, there was a bit of a lull period because there just wasn't a lot of shit. I was like, I don't really want to talk about this, so fuck it, keep it coming, Screenrant. Let's give me a season 2 of this series. I'm literally like, when we get past 22, I will restart it. It'll be season 2, episode 1, or not episode, but part 1 again. Season 2, part 1. It'll be something like that. But anyway, so I'll maybe try to find a day sometime. I think these work better like on the weekends for me to do it. So sometime this weekend, next weekend, I'll see if I can find an article. Because I think next weekend's kind of another lull in terms of new movies. Because nothing's new really for me. I guess Joker 2. So Joker 2 is October 4th. So maybe on Sunday or actually no, maybe the week Joker comes out. So like maybe that Monday or Tuesday, I would review. Not Tuesday because I'll be doing Batman, but I'll be doing I do want to review that first Joker movie. I wasn't doing videos at the time when it came out, so but yeah, I figured since the new one's coming out, I'm gonna do it on like probably the week it comes out. We'll do it that week, and then yeah, we'll review Joker 2. I'm not seeing it in theaters though, and I'm gonna be honest, I have no faith in it. Just a couple of reasons. I don't like the whole musical thing. I didn't really like the trailer, and I've said it a couple times now. Todd Phillips does not know how to do sequels. If you've seen the Hangover sequels, that's kind of like my sign. I'm like, I don't know, man. This dude is showing he can't really do sequels. So I don't know. But I guess besides that, later tonight I will be doing my review of The Killer's Game. I'm gonna watch it again today at some point. I really enjoyed it, but I want to like watch it again before I do like a review. So I'll be watching that tonight and then try to review it. If I review it, it'll probably be in the evening, or at the latest tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna really try to do it tonight. Then I guess really quick, I pretty much got my schedule somewhat set for this week. So tomorrow, going to be doing Warlock 2 since the same actor's in it. Julian Sands is back. So figured since he's back, I'll just review that one. And then Tuesday, Batman and Robin. Wednesday, we're doing another movie my friend Steve recommended me called Pure Luck with Danny Glover. So I've never seen it. So it's like a comedy. It's apparently like another buddy. It's not a buddy cop, but like a buddy comedy kind of film. And then Thursday, we'll be doing The Prowler. This was a movie I wanted to review a while ago, but I didn't do it. I actually figured it's actually perfect we didn't do it then. Now it's perfect because we're getting closer to Halloween, and we're getting close to like Halloween season. Is the perfect time to start doing more horror stuff. So we'll do The Prowler on Thursday, and then Friday, since by that Friday we will be 2 weeks out from Terrifier 3. It makes sense just to do the Terrifier films. I was like picking a time when to do them. I wanted to do the Terrifier films for a while, but I figured it makes more sense now doing it when we're getting closer to Terrifier 3. So 3's on the 11th, so by Friday it would be 2 weeks out. So I was like, all right, we'll just review the first one Friday, and then the Friday after that will be the second film. So that's relatively my schedule, and then I'll try to find like a Screen Rant article for the weekend. So that's relatively my schedule next week. But yeah, so other than that, later tonight, Screen Rant Is Gay. Later tonight, I meant to say Killer's Game review, and yeah, so. Alright, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.